Wow, I'm excited to be here. This video is one that I'm making for my fellow designers, and it's to introduce a way that I've been thinking about branding, and it's hopefully to help designers move from feeling like an order taker, feeling like you're just kind of a graphic designer, into being more strategic and helping to speak the language of business. And to know how what you're designing is actually impacting businesses. So this is a little, little matrix down here, and so I'm gonna walk through this, and out of this, hopefully you'll walk away with more of an understanding of what goes into a good brand strategy, and what are the three kind of disciplines that make that up. So let's get into it. So every client ultimately wants to be here. And this place up here is something that is super memorable. So their business is mega memorable, and it is also desirable. So everybody knows it and wants it, and that's kind of the goal. And so we're going to call this iconic. If you have a business, if you have a brand that is up here, then you are iconic. People are like, wow. And then down here, then it stands to reason that if you're in this category, then this is really where you don't want to be. This is obscure. So there's nothing really memorable about what it is that you're creating, and nobody even wants it. So then what we're going to draw here is basically a road. We're going to go on the road to iconic. That's our goal. This is a pretty bad road, but yeah. And this path that you're on to becoming more iconic, or that clients are on to becoming more memorable, more desirable, there are naturally going to be pitfalls. And so if in the pursuit of building a business, you create something that is really memorable or distinctive, then you sacrifice desirability, meaning you create something for the sake of being different, but it's not really something that has value, or it's something that's not really clear. Like, I don't really know why it matters. Then you're inevitably going to land here in this land of eccentricity. So it's really eccentric, where it over prioritizes being different, and in the sake of chasing memorability, and so this is where you can really damage your brand in terms of chasing virality, or just trying clickbait, all that kind of stuff, chasing a visual identity that is super weird and outlandish. Now, there's a world where let's think of a brand like Dungeons and Dragons. Like, there are definitely cases where inching more into the eccentric world, you're going to find a really niche audience, and there will be desire, but it may not necessarily be mainstream. And this is inherently like too simplistic, but I think it really helps to understand and frame branding and how you can think about it. On the flip side, though, if you are chasing desire and you have nothing of distinction, you have nothing memorable, then you wind up in the land of vanilla. So, oftentimes this can be a case of, on the vanilla side, you're chasing sales and you're chasing relationships. You're kind of moving from, relationship to relationship and account to account. Maybe more sales-led organizations are going to lead into, just trying to make something that can sell, without leaning into what is unique, what does the market actually need, or how do we carve out some white space in the market. And then maybe more product and engineering led organizations might trend toward eccentric, where the product that they're creating and the offer that they're making is something that is super niche and is not necessarily a real problem that the market really wants. And so, to combat these things and kind of make sure that you're staying on the road to building an iconic brand, there's really three disciplines that this amounts to. So the first one is identity. Wow. Huge surprise. Now, identity is basically akin to building authenticity. So if you are designing and building a business and you're not doing it according to first principles, then you run the risk of kind of veering into eccentric land, trying to chase things from the outside in rather than the inside out. And so this discipline of brand identity is very much, who are we? What do we care about? This is where you're getting into purpose and mission and vision and core values and your origin story and your tone of voice. And it's very much, how do we really understand the business on a deep level so that whatever it is that we create is super authentic. So that's the first one. The second one is positioning, which is who, in light of that identity, who are we within the context of the market? And so here you're ultimately driving differentiation and creating something that is super distinctive. So that's going to push you out of obscurity into, hopefully pushing on this axis here. So positioning is all about who's your target audience and what value proposition do you offer, and how is that value different from everyone else? How are you creating that value in a way that they can't get anywhere else? And then the third thing here is storytelling. And storytelling is the thing that is ultimately going to drive desire or clarity. If nobody sees themselves in the story, then they're not going to want to join in. And so storytelling is all about putting the customer in the context of a journey and taking them from where they are now to where they ultimately want to be. And you're putting them in the context of a shifting landscape and shifting circumstances that your business is going to help navigate. So that is kind of how I think about it. Those are the three sort of disciplines that underpin brand strategy. And I think that there's a lot more to unpack in each one of those. But those are the three things that when you master that, you're going to help your clients move out of this land of obscurity into something that is more iconic. And everything that you're designing is meant to support this and back it up with visuals, with messaging, with strategy. And your decisions all should sort of be built on these three foundational disciplines. And when you do that, you'll have a much higher likelihood that you're going to create something that is, going to drive business. It's going to drive attracting the right customers. It's going to involve carving out a niche space in the market and leading to talent attraction, leading to investment, and all the kinds of things that businesses ultimately want, which is to stand out and to become really attractive and to, live long and prosper. So there you go. Let's end it. Thanks for now. See you later.